Hello everyone, Liam Severe here. Welcome to this updated video for the weather across the Kentuckiana area, Jamaica, and South Africa. Today's date is Sunday morning, August 2nd, 2026. Now before the video starts, I want to say make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video. If you don't know, this is how the YouTube algorithm works. When you subscribe and you like the video, the YouTube algorithm pushes the video out to more people that may be in the path of any of the tropical systems or any of the storm systems that we talk about in these videos. I would highly appreciate also if you can get this video up to 15 likes. And thank you for all the support that you guys leave on the videos. Also, drop a comment down below letting me know any of the questions you have for the weather in your specific area or any other of the questions you have for me. Also, please use the progress bar located at the bottom of your screen to kind of hover over, and you will see an image above it showing you what map I'm on or what part of the video. Use that to kind of guide yourself throughout the video, and if you want to skip to some of the parts in the video to save time, feel free to do so. Also, do note that I am a WXRundown official partner, so this video will be powered by WXRundown. Thank you so much for the WXRundown partnership. Everyone at the WXRundown team are very nice. Go check them out on YouTube. Go check their website out. They have an app on iOS, and an Android app is coming soon. Here are a few comments that we had on the last video. We have official Braden Severe saying, "Are you going live?" Now, I did answer this, but the thing is, we did have a warning that I will get to in a moment in our viewing area. So we were going to go live for a little bit, but the rotation was very, very, very weak. And I say that it was very weak rotation. So that is why we did not end up going live yesterday. But I appreciate you, official Braden Severe, for commenting on the video. And if you comment, you may be, or you will be, featured in the next video. So with that in mind, let's get right into the video, and of course we have to start with the National Hurricane Center's 7-day graphical tropic weather outlook. This was updated at 1 in the morning. It is currently 5 a.m. 1 in the morning, and you can see that tropical cyclone activity they are not expecting in the next 7 days in the Atlantic, Caribbean, or the Gulf as of this time. We're going to take a look at the surface map for all of the areas right now. You can see in the main development region we have 2 tropic waves sitting here in the Atlantic. They are definitely along that tropical convergence zone indicated by the red line. It goes back through Africa. But you can see a few of these tropical waves out here. You see a normal ridge of high pressure off to the north. We know that's responsible for sending everything into the Caribbean. You can see that trough coming off the United States. You can see another trough located in pretty close to the Bahamas. You can see a high pressure region that is still parked over the Gulf. It will be moving out here shortly. We also have a tropic wave that is exiting the Caribbean and exiting into the Pacific, and we have another one that is in the Caribbean. I also want to do note that we can take a look at what these are looking like. See, can we spot all of the tropic waves? Now, you can definitely see the 2 out here. So you see the one here, the second one here, that should line up almost, yep. It lines up about perfect. We have a much bigger tropic wave, and I did go over this a little bit, but we're going to have to watch this dangerous looking tropic wave out here coming off the coast of Africa. Will this develop into anything? You're going to have to stay to find out a little bit. You can also see that tropic wave there in the Caribbean. It's not really the convection being over the water. And we also do have that wave that is moving into the Pacific. Now, that's going to be it for the tropics for right now. We will come back, though, to the tropics. Let's take a look at the WX rundown and take a look at our viewing area here, as we do have some scattered showers going by this morning. This is what I did talk about with that low pressure area that has moved over the area. We're going to see some showers, some light showers, potentially a very, very light, weak thunderstorm. And that's what we're seeing this morning. We're seeing some scattered showers up there in our Indiana regions, and then in the southeastern part of Oldham County, northwestern Shelby, we see a little shower, and then we also see south of Jefferson, we see a rain shower as well there. This will continue. This is going to be heading east of I-65 here, and it could be some light to moderate rain, nothing intense. We're not seeing any of the reds on the map. that shows that we do not have intense rainfall or strong rainfall. You will notice that we will continue to have these scattered showers though going throughout the day today. If you're an indoor person, today's your day. Today in this area, I'm going to let you know it's going to be one of those cloudy days where we don't see the sun as much as this low is going by today. So, with that in mind, also I want to take a look at yesterday. Like I was saying, we almost went live because we did have a tornado warning in our viewing area, and you can see that this gray box indicates right here, this is the tornado warning that was issued for our viewing area, and this was issued at 7:27 p.m. and this was for Eastern Carrollton, and we were going to go live for this, but it was very, very weak rotation, so I did not end up going live yesterday. But that is the only warning that we had in our viewing area yesterday. We didn't have any severe warnings. We had a few special weather statements, aka like strong thunderstorm warnings. But we had upwards of 5 inches. This is the rainfall rates, torrential rainfall, when the storm was going by, to where we had 5 inches of rain, almost 6 inches of rain falling in 60 minutes in the Louisville area. And if that means if the part of the storm went for 60 minutes, you would have 5 inches, almost 6 inches of rain accumulated in that area. That is about, I believe, 1 inch per minute. Right around 1 inch per minute. That is, or 1 inch per 10 minutes. My bad. What am I saying? That is crazy. Taking a look at the SPC outlook for today into tomorrow. You can see we have that general thunderstorms risk that is definitely associated with the low. And that is the only reason that the Storm Prediction Center over the next 3 days has issued that the day 3 outlook, this will start working its way out of our air. But as of right now, that is what it's looking like. You see with the showers that are going by in the area right now, we can take a look and see if we can see any of those showers. As you can see, the Oldham showers are there. Let's take a look at Oldham right now. This is LaGrange downtown live cam. Right now, you can see it's just before the sun is starting to come up here. You can see some, actually you can't see much of any rainfall along the street. Things look very, very, very calm. You can see not winds at all. The winds are very, very, very light, and you have very few cars, no one along the streets. Typical morning routine. It's just a very calm morning, but you are not going to see a sunrise today. You're going to see a cloudy kind of day, so it may be dark here for a little extra time. Now let's take a look at the low once again, a little bit further into detail. You can see that low hovering around the Indianapolis area. As we go throughout the day today, this will work its way across our region. Thankfully, it's not going to be too slow. It's going to quickly move out of our region, and as we go into August 3rd, see the first scan on August 3rd, we will no longer have that low. We will have some scattered showers, though, likely around our area as this low leaves. And as we go into August 3rd, you can see some showers show in the area. August 4th doesn't look like much. August 5th, maybe some brief showers on the eastern side. And you can see as we go into August 6th, we get some rainfall as well. August 7th, get some rainfall as well. And then August 8th, looks like widespread rainfall in most of our areas. And that is the end of the 150 hours. So that's when the information kind of becomes more unreliable. But as of right now, that is what to expect across our region. We will keep you updated in the next video to see how that information has progressed. Taking a look at the graphic that shows you the next 7-day forecast for our area. This is what you can expect around the viewing area. So today we got that 70% chance of rain. It's already, there is a lot of rain going on right now. There's a lot of showers. See our high sitting around 79, and I got the low sitting around 70. As we go into tomorrow, that rain shower chance continues. However, with that low working its way out, we're not going to have the low pressure system, so we're not going to have that spinning air with some rain. But we are going to have some leftover showers and possibly an isolated quick thunderstorm with these storms here, or this rain shower and this low moving out. You can see throughout the next 3 days, I just have the rain chances decreasing 10% each. See, Tuesday we have some spotty storms, 30% chances of some rain. You can also see as we go through Sunday to Monday, that area, that period, as that low moves out of our area, the temperatures go back up to about 84, and you can see our air gets drier. But as we go to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the rain chances decrease, and the highs go up to about 89. As we go on to Friday, we have that 20% chance of seeing some rainfall in the area. You can see our high sitting at about 92, our low sitting at about 73. And you can see Saturday we also have that 20% chance of rain. It's going to be about the same thing as Friday. We have 91 as our high, and our low sitting around 73 as well. So this is it for the Kentuckiana kind of forecast. If you came here for just the Kentuckiana, this is the end of that. We're going to head into our Jamaica segment. So, if you're still here and you're tuning in for the Jamaica, let's get into that. Now, first, let's look at the Caribbean. And let's take a look at the maps right now, what you can see from the maps. And what you can see again is that tropic wave we were talking about coming off the coast of Africa. Some really high cloud tops, so we may get some precip out of that. You can also see some thunderstorms over Jamaica, and we're going to get a very good look at that here in a moment. All around, though, we have some thunderstorm activity on the northern parts of the Bahamas. Not too much except for that. We'll take a closer look at Jamaica, and you can see this thunderstorm is really big. This thunderstorm here, it looks like it's going to cover most of the islands. As far as the intensity of the storm, there's a lot of lightning that we see in that storm. It's going to be approaching central parishes of Jamaica. We're going to see some rainfall in Kingston as well. And let's take a look at the Jamaican Doppler radar to see what we are seeing as of right now. You can see some showers and that storm activity starting to spark up across central to eastern Jamaica. This will continue to move southwest, kind of west area. Let's take a look at Kingston right now, and you can see there was a couple rumbles of thunder earlier. I don't know if you will see that as much right now. You can't see that rainfall on the streets there. Let's see if we can catch a lightning flash. But you do see some rainfall along the streets there. You did see that lightning there a moment ago. I've seen some lightning in this area of Kingston. All around, except for the rainfall, except for the thunderstorm activity. Pretty normal morning here. But yeah, Jamaica getting in on some rainfall, getting in on some thunderstorm activity. This will continue over the next little bit, and then this will move out of the region. You see some more lightning off in the distance. Before it was a little more kind of back to back to back, a little more quick lightning. As of right now, though, there is still a bit of some lightning strikes. You can see that rain. It looks like we have a little bit of some flooding. It looks like a little puddle, but a little bit of some flooding occurring. So if you live in a poor drainage area, make sure that you have that advised so that you can take the necessary precautions just in case, because the rainfall can be quite heavy in some of the areas that we've seen from the Jamaican Doppler radar. But yes, so that is what the observations currently looking like in Jamaica. Taking a look at the forecast that I can give you for Jamaica, I think I got these two mixed up. This is the South Africa one. We need to take a look at the Jamaica one. Don't know how that happened. Okay, let's take a look at the rainfall over Jamaica. You can see over the next few hours, it looks like we can continue to kind of see that rainfall, that thunderstorm activity throughout the day today. And as we go into tomorrow, western parishes look like you're going to be getting some of that rain, some of that storm activity as well. Same thing, same story for the fourth western parishes as well. But it looks like more of the island of Jamaica is going to receive some of that rainfall in the northern parts that will sweep across the islands. As we go throughout August 4th, that is August 5th, you can see we have this still being here, the sign of potentially a thunderstorm on the western parishes to central parishes of Jamaica there. And as we go throughout the day on the 5th, you can see same kind of story. August 6th, rainfall once again on the western parishes. and some eastern parishes as well, as this will make its way over. You can see most of the island of Jamaica covered by rain on August 6th at some point. Same story for August 7th, however, as it looks like over some parts by St. James, it looks like we're going to see some more of that heavy precipitation as we go throughout the area. Going through August 7th to August 8th, it looks like some showers possibly by St. James on the northwestern parts of the islands. And that is the end of the 150-hour forecast, and that's when we know the information kind of becomes unreliable. You can see the returning kind of on the models for the potential of seeing Cristobal. You see it right here. It doesn't have that low pressure area, however, it is still possible that some of the models are showing this. So this is still a possibility, and it looks like it's going to get much closer to the Bahamas, much closer to Florida and South Carolina now. So this change, and it looks like if this does happen, it would make landfall by North Carolina. Nothing from, of course, the National Hurricane Center. We will keep you advised, though, as we go throughout these days here. Alright, let's take a look at our low pressure area that is now over South Africa. So that is it with Jamaica for today. And we will have, of course, another forecast out tonight. However, for the morning forecast, that is it for Jamaica. Now, moving into South Africa, you can see our low pressure system that has weakened to now having just that average, which is a step above or a step below, I guess you could say, a low pressure area. So this is, again, becoming less and less of a concern. It was less of a concern yesterday when we did that forecast. However, the same story here. We still have that other low pressure system that's off to the west of South Africa, west of Cape Town. However, none of these look like they're going to pose much of a threat. Take a look at the forecast models. You can see that low pressure area is still there. However, it is not that strong by any means. This right now, again, is going to be the strongest point that's going to be at. And as we go throughout the day today, it's not going to move much. However, it will, by August 4th, kind of fizzle out completely and go further into the sea. However, on the western side of South Africa, you can see this other low that we were just looking at. It looks like it's going to do the same thing in kind of, before it gets to the island, before it gets to the land, it's going to just completely shatter and go away. We have another low pressure area. We have two low pressure areas indicated right here. We've been tracking this one over the last few days. However, this one's very new. And this shows about the 126-hour mark that we could have two low pressure systems to the south of South Africa. And this could pose a rainfall threat, some flooding threats to Cape Town and eastern South Africa as we go throughout the days there. You can see a low pressure system by the 264-hour mark, so this is way out than normal, shows that this could happen here. But that, again, 264 hours out, that's multiple days. So that is what we're looking like as far as the forecast for South Africa. It doesn't look like South Africa getting in on much rainfall at all, except for those tropical systems that we were talking about here. That is literally the only rainfall that's going to fall in the area. We're not seeing any thunderstorm activity here, which is pretty usual. However, that is going to be it for the video. So if you did like this video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to share this video to anyone that you know is in the path of any of the storm systems. I highly appreciate you guys for all of the support we've had on these videos. Again, you can comment and you may be featured in the next video. Like, share, that's how we can get this video out to more people. And that's all for this morning. Alright, goodbye.